Goethe's Faust is an epic masterpiece that has inspired many of the greatest minds in history. From Carl Jung to Albert Einstein, the story of Faust has shaped their thoughts and how they view themselves and the world around them. It is no surprise, then, that one of the most brilliant minds in modern history, Nikola Tesla, was also heavily influenced by Goethe's work. By examining the themes of Faust and how they inspired Tesla, we can gain insight into how poetry and subconscious influences can have a strong effect on one's perspective of life and its potential. The story of Faust, summarized. At its core, Faust is a story about a man who searches for knowledge and power beyond his own capabilities. His quest eventually leads him to make a deal with the devil to gain unlimited power and knowledge. This story has been interpreted in many ways, from a commentary on the folly of human desire to a representation of man's struggle between good and evil. Written in two parts, the first part of Faust is a tragedy and focuses on Faust's relationship with his love interest Gretchen. The second part is more philosophical in nature, where Faust is described as a striving soul who wants to achieve greatness but struggles against the forces of evil. As an alchemist, Faust is often seen as a symbol of man's desire to control the forces of nature and bend them to his will. He is also an example of how a person can be driven to act by their subconscious desires, even if they do not realize it. How Goethe's Faust inspired Nikola Tesla found himself drawn to this story, perhaps because he too sought knowledge and power beyond his own capabilities. He was fascinated by the concept of achieving greatness and sought to apply it in his own life. Like Faust, Tesla saw the potential for science to be used to bring about great change and make a better world. This poem served as his inspiration to finish building his alternating current motor. This motor went on to revolutionize the energy industry and open up a world of possibilities for future generations. The idea of tapping into hidden forces that exist beyond what we can see or touch was particularly appealing to him. He felt that this knowledge could help mankind understand the laws of nature and use them to better the world. Tesla was also inspired by the idea of harnessing the power of these forces, which he saw as analogous to electricity and magnetism. Tesla believed that a combination of science and creativity could lead to great progress. He understood that technology had great potential for good, but could also be abused if not used responsibly. His belief in the power of creativity is reflected in his famous saying, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." While Tesla had a deep appreciation for science, he also respected literature and poetry as powerful sources of inspiration. He believed that stories such as Faust could open up new perspectives and allow us to see the world differently. He saw poetry as a way to tap into our subconscious and gain insight into hidden truths. What other hidden powers are waiting to be discovered? Tesla's fascination with the hidden forces of nature is an example of how we can be inspired by stories to think differently and explore ideas that may have otherwise gone unnoticed. We still do not know what other secrets are waiting to be discovered, but it is clear that literature and poetry, like Goethe's Faust, have a powerful ability to open up our minds and reveal the potential for greatness. This is why it is important to keep exploring these stories, both old and new, and use them as a source of inspiration. By doing so, we can gain insight into the depths of our subconscious and find hidden powers that could one day change the world. Who knows what other great discoveries are waiting for us to uncover? The five senses are our main source of knowledge. But, as we have seen with Tesla, great minds can also tap into a sixth sense and access the mysterious power of the subconscious. By studying literature and poetry like Faust, we may be able to unlock even more hidden powers that could one day change the world for the better. Until then, let us keep exploring these stories and use them as tools for making a brighter future.